What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. We got some breaking news right now. Your man's Dillian Down Bad White has finally come up. Yeah, you best believe Dillian Down Bad is on a big come up right now. He has now been officially ordered by the WBC to fight WBC champion TYSON Fury. Now, on your screen, you'll see the official statement leaked by the WBC, and they said the following: the WBC hereby orders the start of the free negotiations period pursuant to the WBC rules and regulations for the mandatory bout between WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury and mandatory challenger and WBC Interim World Champion Dillian White. So there you go then. I mean, this is quite interesting. It's funny because we've been going back, oh, is AJ going to do step aside? Is this guy going to do step aside? In fact, you know what though? Thinking about it, I'm not sure because, yes, the WBC have ordered this, but I remember saying, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's well known that unifications supersede mandatories. Now, why has this been announced now? Well, I have to give Dillian White's team credit because it's obvious why this has been announced now. This hasn't been announced now off of the WBC's own back. This has been announced because Dillian's lawyers, 4 years later, have finally done their job. Yeah? Finally done their job, clearly, because bear in mind that Tyson Fury is the WBC champion and he wants to fight Usyk. Well, if Tyson Fury, who is their champion, had anything to say about it, he'd be given more time to try and work this Usyk situation out. But the fact that WBC have out and out come out right now and said that it's ordered, that shows that Dillian's lawyers have put pressure on the WBC. Now, I'm pretty sure in the past the WBC have been sued, and I think they may have come close to bankruptcy or something like that. But either way, clearly the WBC fell under it, and that's why, to be honest, they're just doing what's right. Yeah, yeah, from their point of view, they've probably been pressured. Well, they have been pressured, but really, it is what's right. And in a way, this sorts things out. We don't have to go back and forth now. Oh, he said, she said, Anthony Johnston. Triangles. Yeah, we can put the triangles away because now Tyson Fury is fighting Dillian White. Well, unless that whole unification supersedes mandatory stuff gets dragged out of the woodworks. So hold tight for that. But for now, assuming this announcement is 100% correct. Yeah, my source is 100%, this leaked source, 100% correct. However, like I said, whether or not it will be superseded, we don't know. Now, let's assume that this does go ahead. So now we've got Tyson Fury locked in to Dillian White. Mr. Downbad has come up. Dillian, come up, White. Yeah? That leaves AJ and Usyk. So it's really all tied up, truth be known. Yeah? And it's interesting because, well, not interesting, but the point is, God works in mysterious ways, yeah? And I feel to an extent that Mr. Anthony Johnston, all of his scary attitude, God has just come down and thumped him in the head and said, fix up, yeah? Fix up and bring the YB in, no win, no fee. Oops. That's what's happened. Because all of your scary team was sitting there trying to work out the best financial strategy to get paid for putting their effort in. Oops. Yeah, God came along and said, listen, this ain't no free coins business. You've already bumped the YB. Now you best either go in there and flap or don't. What we ain't going to do is sit around trying to be tactical about things and trying to squeeze the most money out of the fans. Well, you know, if I sit down and wait for Fury, the Fury fight's bigger than the Usyk fight, so it's better for me to lose to Fury. Nah, that can't work, I'm afraid. Yeah, the YB's coins have already been bumped. So you go in there with Usyk, and we can all see what we're dealing with, because that's the bottom line. But anyway, back to this point. Dillian versus Fury. Like I said, it clears it all up now. And that's not a bad fight. And I did say a few days ago that the good thing about the world of, well, one small good thing about the world of boxing in the last few days, or sorry, not boxing, because most people are fighting bums, or most people are pulling out Timmy Fumbles. But as far as elite heavyweight boxing goes, we are in a, to be honest, this almost feels like a supernova, where we're just about to go into a recession and we're getting one last big blast. Because think about it, Fury was always going to fight Joyce or Dillian White or Usyk or AJ. AJ was always going to fight someone decent, Dillian White or Usyk. So it's that last pulse of energy. Because once these, seriously, 2-3 years from now, once all these dudes have fought, it's dead. But anyway, let's live in the now for now. Dillian versus Fury. I mean, it's now put up or shut up, yeah? We know Dillian's been chinned by 40-year-old dude. That said, I've seen Dillian White fans. Dillian White fans think Tyson Fury is sweet. Me personally, I'm on the fence here. Would I like Dillian White to win? I would. Would I prefer Dillian White to win? I would. Why? Because it mixes things up. Yeah? My dog's out the race anyway, so my man's down bad. Anthony Johnston, he down all the way bad. So for me, the more mayhem, the better. The more people get, the more upsets and the more messiness that goes on. Because look, right now, from my fandom point of view, from the YB's fandom point of view, it's messy looking. Yeah? Anyone who's half sharp can have a go on my fandom, Mr. Johnston. So if that's the case, if everyone's having a go on my guy, then, or the guy who used to be my guy, then let Dillian White have a go on Fury, so Fury fans can suck it up. Not because I'm spiteful, but just because why not, innit? Yeah? Think about it, if Mr. Johnston, big 6'6" Africanulese, or fake wannabe Africanulese looking ass, can get squashed by a cruiserweight, why can't Tyson Fury get squashed by Dillian White? Kind of thing. But that said, if Tyson Fury runs through Dillian White, then I don't want to hear no more questions. I don't want to hear no more, because I've given Fury his credit, but there are some people who are always, oh, but this guy can do this guy can do that, and I admit that Fury's resume isn't, it's not, I mean, I think Frank Warren was saying, oh, he's Muhammad Ali. Get serious. I'm not a historian, but listen, you've beat one guy twice. One guy who's extremely limited twice, and then you went 50-50 with Vlad. But again, having said that, I still give Fury his props. Who is the best heavyweight today? Tyson Fury. Is he the best heavyweight of all time? I don't believe so. But that said, I have already pointed out a few weeks ago now that if Fury starts going in there and he knocks out Dillian White and he knocks out Usyk and he knocks out Johnston, he knocks out Joe Joyce, for example, if Tyson Fury went on that run, yeah, I'll say he's the greatest of all time. If he does a clean sweep, yeah, knock Wilder out, knock AJ out, knock Usyk out, knock Dillian White out, then I'm going to sit there and say he's the best, because no one done that before. Just ran through everyone. Is it possible? It's obviously possible, but is it likely? I don't think so. But if he did do that, I'll give him his credit, because in my mind, that's what Mr. Johnston was supposed to do. Instead, anyone who is anyone gets to have a go on Johnston, have a quick go on him, yeah. Have a quick go on him on the ropes, and that's that. But anyway, it's good news in a way. We've got rid of all the uncertainty. Yeah, all of Eddie Hearn's double speaking, that's gone for now, thank God. Hopefully there isn't any skullduggery regarding the superseding unification business. And we get to look forward. I mean, this negotiation process over the next 30 days will be what it will be. And I assume the fight will be booked for March. And that leaves AJ and Usyk also to be booked. So yeah, the next year or two is going to be super duper interesting. And for me, I'm just going to sit back on the sidelines, on the fence, Hatman style. Yeah, him and the YB going to sit back on the fence, just like Hatman. In fact, I might even start saying, yeah, well, Fury might win and Dillian White might win. And then when someone does win, obviously, I'm going to sit there and say, oh, I told you. Hatman style, yeah? Your Mando IB is fixing to be Hatman style for the next few years. Just sit right on that fence, get all the splinters in my bottom, yeah? But it's good news. It's locked in. Dillian, it's over to you now, yeah? It's over to you. How much grit does Dillian have? How much does Dillian really want it? Because in my opinion, I think the reason Dillian went for the WBC is he felt Tyson Fury's sweet. That's what I think. Is he right? Is he wrong? We're going to find out. But I genuinely believe the reason he didn't go the AJ route is because he felt at the time, obviously maybe not now, but at the time, he felt, well, you know what? If I go and fight AJ, he's probably going to blow that back out for me again. But Fury, he's sweet. He smells sweet. So, I'll put to you, Dillian, if you think Tyson Fury's sweet, go and show us that. I'm trying to think, what's Dillian White's recent fights been like? In fact, when's the last time he fought? I can't remember. I think it was Povetkin. And to be fair, he went in there and he did a job on Povetkin. So, but this is going to be a whole different level. This ain't no Povetkin. This ain't no shot Povetkin. This is, as far as 2021 goes, this is the real deal. Yeah. And all I can say to Dillian is go in there, totally ferocious. Don't leave nothing outside. Don't leave no stone unturned in or outside of the fight. Yeah, leave it all in there. Don't be one of them guys who says, "Oh, don't be a Johnston. Don't be Anthony Johnston who sits there and don't be that guy. Because if you are, trust me, losing will be the last of your worries by the time I finish with you, no doubt."